inflation, shortages, war, ethnic violence, political violence. It's all part of a plan. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. This plan is laid out before your very eyes, in writing, available for all to see. It's called Agenda 2030, Agenda 21. You can look it up right on the United Nations website. Division being pushed hard. Division between left versus right. Division versus white, or between white versus black. Division between haves and have-nots. Division between religious and non-religious. Division between your sexualities. There's a lot going on. You hear about diesel shortages, fertilizer shortages, hay shortages, grain not coming out of India, not coming out of Ukraine and Russia anymore also, and China. A lot of nations are holding on to what they have. They're not exporting anymore. Why? Because they see what's happening. They see where this is headed. Nations that actually care about their people are holding on to what they have. They're ramping up production, and they're doing what they can to ensure their survival. I don't see that happening in this country, in the United States. Don't see it happening. All I do see is things being done to further exacerbate the problem. And or, oh, well, we can fix it via this method, or we can do this to help out, like $5 billion being funded for building bicycle paths. Oh, well, gas is expensive, diesel is expensive, so hey, let's build a bunch of bike paths so you can bicycle everywhere. Yeah, right. Okay. Shortages, the American people's way of dealing with it is not that well. Americans don't deal with it very well. We are spoiled. We are blessed beyond measure. Definitely increased prices. We will see massively increased prices. I feel that we will definitely also see shortages, widespread shortages. I'm not seeing it yet. I was on my live stream yesterday talking to people, and nobody's really seeing widespread shortages. We're seeing shortages here and there, and this is different people across the nation. So it's not a this is happening now thing. because of that, I don't believe people are paying attention as much as they should be. They're seeing these incidents and things going on as isolated incidents. They're not able to put it together into the bigger picture to figure out, whoa, this is happening. Oh, well, what about this over here and this, and how they all interrelate, and how it's going to come down in a big S storm on top of us. Yeah, it's coming. I hope you guys are taking it seriously. One thing before I go on, I want to say, it's awesome. We hit 28,000 subscribers, and then the shadow thing came in, and then we were less than 28,000 subscribers, and then we were more than, and then we were less than, and then we were more than, and then we were less than. I know what's going on. It's plain as day, because I know that I gain approximately anywhere from 20 to 100 or more subscribers every single day, whether I'm putting out content or not. So when I go down through subscribers over the course of a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. This is going on day 5 of going back 1 or 2 subscribers just to be just under or just above 28,000 subscribers. So we know what's going on. They don't like us. They don't like you. They don't like me. Anyway, we're going to get through this though. No problem. So please subscribe, and make sure you stay subscribed. They will unsubscribe you. Hit that thumbs up button and that little heart with the thanks. If you want to give extra thanks to the channel monetarily, I'd really appreciate it. Money from like my live streams, from super chats, and from the super thanks, which is that button I just mentioned. Those are going to my night vision fund. So I have an increased capability of being able to protect, defend my family, my neighborhood, my area, my tribe, and so that I can be a more effective warrior for good, for defending goodness, righteousness, and everything in this world. I have to do my part, and that's my next step, my next capability. So I will be using that funding for that capability. And then once I go on to that capability, I will help others with other capabilities also. We're always working together as a team, our tribe that is. Always helping each other out. And the more tribes we build out there, and the stronger those tribes are, and the more well-equipped those tribes are, the better off we will be as a people, as a community, as a nation, as a world. So if you feel so inclined, I would be honored for you to help out in that regards. If not, hey, just hit that thumbs up or comment or share the videos or anything if you feel so inclined. I really appreciate it. What we need to be doing is the same thing as we always have been supposedly doing. Stockpiling food. It is getting more expensive, but most people can still get it. Finding ways to save money in any way you possibly can. Maybe not order out that pizza. Maybe not stop at McDonald's all the time. Maybe not order or get those 7 or 8 whatever dollar lattes. Maybe reduce and or quit smoking and drinking. These are all ways you can save some substantial amount of money. Instead of getting in the car and driving it everywhere, maybe do a little more walking. Maybe coordinate trips. Coordinating trips is a good one. See, where I live, I'm talking, 15 minutes to the closest tiny town, and I'm basically a half hour for like Walmart or Target or Costco or anything like that. So I'm talking, I got a half-hour drive, so it's an hour drive just to go to a store, a major store. So coordinating trips has always been in the back of our minds. So maybe you should think about things like that. Cutting corners. Yeah. And buying things, instead of making a separate trip for preps, incorporate it into your another trip. Bunker in more. Bunkering in also, if you have some extra time on your hands, that means you can get stuff done around your property, your house, your garden maybe. Or maybe it's watching different YouTube videos to get different skill sets, to learn about different things. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it is learning how to can. Maybe it is learning knitting. Maybe it's going to first aid classes. Whatever it may be, please do something to increase your knowledge level. I know that's one of those things, if I do a video talking about knowledge, prepper knowledge skills or whatever, top 10 prepper knowledge, I know they're not going to get that many views. Same with if I talk about physical fitness or if I talk about health or anything like that. They won't get the same amount of views as food shortages, Walmart wiped out, shocking truth, that kind of stuff. And I get it. It's just the way it is. That's what people want to see. Because a lot of people find it easier to just order stuff from Amazon than actually getting out and doing anything, which I can't really discourage that because, hey, at least you're preparing. At least you're getting your preps in. At least you're doing something to better your situation. But you could be doing a lot better. You could be doing a lot. You could be learning a lot of skills. You could be getting out and doing a lot, growing your own food, raising your own animals. Yeah, those are the important things. And along with that, learning foraging, how to go out and this kind of stuff and find food. It's there. It's definitely there. Any green belt anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world probably, there are wild edibles if you know what you're looking for. Same with hunting, fishing, trapping, and snaring. Animals are out there. I'm not saying I would rely on it big time. And of course now, within rule of law, make sure you have the proper licenses and stuff to do so, to acquire that game. But yes, I'm going to be working on the garden a lot more now that I'm feeling better. We did get a nice sunny day yesterday, so I have some beans popping up now finally. Although you can see my breath maybe right now. It's like 34 degrees right now. And that is because there are not too many clouds in the sky. And so I have a feeling it is going to be another nicer, warmer day. And weather has been crazy here. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's due to the pole shifts. It's been a lot more windy, and this is Western Washington, so it rains a lot here. But man, it has been raining way more than normal. And windy way more than normal, and cold way more than normal. I'm ready for some warmth and some sun to get into the ground to get my crops up. But anyway, yeah, that's what we can do. We can work on skill sets. We can work on building tribe. We can work on growing food, raising animals. We can work on stockpiling food, storing water. One thing somebody mentioned in the live stream yesterday is a source for raised bed / container gardening. If you can get those 55-gallon or whatever size drums, those blue drums, white drums, whatever food grade drums, if you can get them very inexpensive and you know they're food grade and you have extras that you don't necessarily need for your water production, take a saw and cut them in half. Poke some holes in the bottom, throw some dirt in there, and throw some seeds in there. Bam, garden. Seriously, you can do that. No problem. And that's if it is an inexpensive way of doing it. And if you have plenty of water storage. I would prefer and lean towards using those just for water. You can buy those black totes with the yellow lids and stuff like that for, what, $8 a piece or something like that. So if you're spending more than that on those drums, maybe think about other sources for container gardening. There are inexpensive ones. We actually got 10 of these pots that they're about yay big around and about yay deep, I'd say. Yeah, they're about that. Pretty. I mean, they're plastic. They're fairly stiff, strong plastic. We got 10 of those at the dollar store the other night, which isn't the dollar store anymore. It's the $1.25 store. So we got 10 of those for $1.25 each. So what we're going to use those for is predominantly flowers, because flowers, little one likes flowers, the missus likes flowers, and a lot of flowers are medicinal. So it's good to have lots of flowers around. So we will probably be planting more of those with flowers. I also need to get more topsoil, some more mulch. It's an ever-ending project, this whole preparedness thing. Preparedness is a way of life. And remember, prepping is living insurance. Truly, it is. So anyway, just want to talk to you guys. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on, and we have to be able to correlate it all into the big picture. The big picture is control. There's powers out there that want to control you. They don't want you eating meat. So there's swine flu. There's mad cow disease. There's bird flu, because they don't want you eating chickens. They don't want you raising your own chickens. A lot of states are taking action about that. You can't even grow your own chickens, can't even raise your own chickens, can't even sell chickens, etc. I mean, all that combined with diesel shortages, fertilizer shortages, hay shortages, countries not importing or exporting grain anymore. Farmers in the Midwest still, I don't even know if they're still able to get crops in the ground because of the wet, the storms. It's just, We got to see it for what it is. And a lot of these things, some of them are nature, some of them are people. And the fact that we are still not doing things like bringing in the XL pipeline. We're still not doing things like actually having our own manufacturing capabilities. We're still not doing things like adding more farmland, more ranch land, and encouraging ranchers and farmers. And we're also still not encouraging, as a nation, people to grow their own food. There are other countries around the world that do that, that encourage people to have, like the good old victory gardens from World War II, back when our country actually encouraged people to empower themselves, to take care of themselves. Now the government's all about they want control. They want to take care of you. Well, I'll tell you what, the government will not take care of your family as well as you can. Never. And you don't want to be one of those people on the line waiting for food. Please may I, on my knees. No. Put yourself in a situation so you don't have to be on your knees for any man. That will never work out well. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.